Thanks so much, guys. Pigfoot String Band here and live on KPFA. Any parting shots from any?
Thanks for having us, Ray. Good to see you back.
Oh,
Thank you.
all right. It's
Good to hear you back on the radio, that's for sure.
Yeah, let me tell you, it's been a while.
Oh, and I was just kidding about us making up the difference in the pledges, so you've got about 45 seconds. Oh, please.
Yeah. 1-800-439-5733. Barb Rossner on the bass, Mark Hopkins on guitar, Ed Cerimelli on mandolin, Ken Tholke on the banjo, Mark Wardenberg on the fiddle, and Linda Sullivan on the fiddle as well. Thanks so much, folks, for coming by.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Ray. It's our pleasure.
Yeah. Hey, what's it take to get me one of those Pigfoot String Band buttons?
Oh, the button? Give it to him, Park.
You got another one?
Rip it off.
No, it's glued to his head. Never mind. All right.
Doesn't take much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. 1-800-439-5732. The next band will be streaming into the studio in a second. And, we heard a song a minute ago from the 1800s. We're going to do a little something from an album by Bruce Molsky called 1865. This is by Stephen Foster, one of my favorite authors, and, well, we're making room here in the studio. From 1865.
Let us pause in life's pleasures and count its many tears, while we all sup sorrow with the poor. There's a song that will linger forever in our ears. Oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis the song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more. While we seek mirth and beauty and music light and gay, there are frail forms fainting at the door. Though their voices are silent, their pleading looks will say, oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis the song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more. There's a pale, drooping maiden who toils her life away with a worn heart with better days on road. Though her voice would be merry, 'tis sighing all the day. Oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis the song, the sigh of the weary.
was Bruce Molsky and the Anonymous Four off of a very interesting album called 1865. All songs and tunes as they were played in that year, 1865, the last near the end of the war between the states. And the Anonymous Four, I can't tell you who they are because they are anonymous. But Bruce Molsky played all the instruments there, and that was Bruce singing the lead vocal on that wonderful Stephen Foster tune, Hard Times. And it's just a few minutes after 4 p.m. here on Sunday afternoon, September 20th, 2015. The program is called Pig in a Pen, and you're listening to listener-sponsored radio for Northern and Central California, KPFA and KPFB in Berkeley, KFCF in Fresno, kpfa.org on the internet. And my name is Ray Edlund, the host of Pig in a Pen, and it's my pleasure to have this next group of musicians here in the studio. We're doing a whole evening, a whole afternoon of live music here on Pig in a Pen today. These guys, I was at my first breakaway from home when I got home after surgery. It was to the Lake Sonoma, the old-time bluegrass gathering, and they're wandering down at night under a big old tent there, a big white tent, was these guys. Just sounded wonderful. So I just had to say, wow, who are these guys? Are they from the area? Can I get them on the radio show? And sure enough, here they are. Make them welcome, please, the Clemmentine String Band.
about a little big-eyed rabbit?
Good.
Making me hungry. That reminds me of a story when I was a youth living in Louisiana. I had an old 22 410 over and under, and I'd go out and in the brambles, and shoot a rabbit, usually with the 410, then skin it and chuck it in the bayou, nearby bayou in Louisiana, and it would float slowly down the current, and I'd scoop it up with a dip net, and there would be like 200 crawfish hanging on the bottom of this rabbit carcass. I'd scrape it off. After 2 or 3 tries, I'd bring all that stuff home, and we'd have a great dinner. Anyway. Yeah, we're here with the Clemmentine String Band, and why don't you all introduce yourselves, since I don't know any of you, basically. Start with you, Jerry. You want to go first?
Jerry Bonifair, from here in Berkeley, San Francisco area.
Get right up on the mics when you talk, please, okay? Jerry Bonifair?
I'm Michael Small, live in Berkeley.
I'm Susan Sullivan. I live in San Francisco.
My name's Todd Tholke. I live in San Francisco as well.
I'm Caitlin Timmons, originally from West Virginia, but I live in San Francisco now.
Charlie Christie, I live up by Yosemite.
I'm Max Lopez. I live in Oakland.
I'm the youngest person in the whole group.
I'm Isabella, and I also live in San Francisco.
Okay, Okay, I got some of those, but we'll catch up with them later. Now, how long have y'all been playing together? It seems like it's kind of a fun group, and it's not a formal band, I guess.
It's not really. We've met and just over our musical endeavors all came together, I guess. And we've been trying to play once a month. These guys, I'm fortunate to have these guys as partners because they took the time to learn all the tunes that I already knew, so I feel fortunate for that.
Well, that's how it works. Well, it's good. You all sounded great, and it's a pleasure to have you here on Pig and a Pen. We'd like to remind everybody, please, this is a fundraising day. We need to raise money here on KPFA. You know the drill. You have to call us up, 1-800-439-5732, 1-800-439-5732. If you like live music, like old-time traditional music on the radio, then this is the station where it's found on a regular basis. This is the program where it's found on a regular basis. If you like it, you need to support us, 1-800-439-5732. We have a whole room full of fun volunteers today. Let's make them busy. Let's put them to work. 1-800-439-5732. Okay, back to the Clemmentine String Band.
You guys know any songs? How about, we'll stay all night.
All right.
fine. And we got, with the Clemmentine String Band, we have two banjos with us right now. Michael Small, you're playing open back today. I've heard you play a bluegrass banjo before. You're a pretty fine bluegrass player, but you got the old open back playing old time now.
Yeah.
Get right up on the mic there, please.
It's a fretless open back banjo that Jerry actually made with me about 2 years ago.
No
I've been
kidding.
playing with Jerry for about 3.5 years.
Wow.
And I play in a bluegrass band also called the Town Howlers, but this is my... been playing with Jerry almost every week for 3 years now.
Is that in fact?
So yeah, it's been a great thing. He knows about 500 songs.
It is.
And so I showed up knowing how to play clawhammer pretty well, but not the style that he plays and not all the tunes. So it's been a great thing for me.
Yeah. All right, and Caitlin, you're on the other five-string banjo. That is a very interesting looking banjo. I've never seen a neck with that much inlay on it.
Well, it's actually called Mother of Toilet Seat.
Yes, it is. That's just like my old banjo.
It's completely encrusted, as you can see, the whole pot, the neck, the whole thing. It won Ugliest Banjo at Cliff Top the year that I bought it. And it was a 4-string tenor banjo that the guy converted, added wings on the edges so that it could have 5 strings. It's really something.
It's beautiful. Do you know who made that?
Mark Ralston did all of the...
All the stuff.
Yeah, all the extra add-ons and things. I don't know what kind of banjo it was before that, but...
Okay. What's your last name, Caitlin?
Kimmins.
Kimmins.
Yeah.
Okay. And we have 2 fiddles with us. We got twin everything today. We have Jerry Bonifair on one fiddle and Susan Sullivan on the other one. And, boy, it sounded good. Sounded real good. Susan, how'd you meet up with these owl hoots?
I actually met Jerry on Craigslist, and
If you get a little closer to the mic. Okay.
all right, so I met Jerry on Craigslist. I was just kind of looking around and answered his ad, and he sent me a tune list and came over my house, and it was really fun. And then he introduced me to the rest of them, and they were all really fun.
She doesn't like to admit that we have the same parole officer.
So I'm just here because they're fun.
They are fun. Yeah, this music is so much fun. That's what it is. And, if you just listen to it, watching it, or listening to it on the radio, you ought to consider doing it yourself. Make your own music at home. It really is fun. Todd, on the guitar. How you doing? How you doing?
I want to say what a pleasure it is listening to you over the years.
Oh, you're the one. I'll be damned.
My name's Todd Tholke, and I've been playing with Jerry for about 15 years. And Jerry met me when I was playing on a street corner in San Francisco, and I was frailing a banjo. And he turned me on to clawhammer style, and I started out on banjo and learned a lot of songs. And now I'm playing guitar and singing with Jerry.
Well, cool. Sounding good. Keeping a good rhythm there. You and the bass. Yeah. Charlie, you're back. You got the, looks like a boron, but almost. Intruder alert. Now, the word has it that you live near Yosemite. Whereabouts?
I live in Coarsegold.
Oh, Coarsegold. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cute little town. I like it.
Yes, it is a great town.
Yeah. So, how'd you meet up with these guys?
Actually, I met them.
Get up closer if you can, please.
I'm the newest person in the group. I met them at Grass Valley this year, and Todd says, "Hey, why don't you come over and play with us?" And I never left.
Okay.
That's me now.
Yeah, that's what happens. All right. Well, welcome to the band. And finally, on the bass here is Max Lopez. Hey, Max. Welcome to KPFA.
Thank you.
And how'd you meet up with these guys?
So actually, I went to school with Michael over there. And, we played in an electric Chicago blues band and lived together with 2 other members of the band for about 3 years. Hi, Mike. And then Mike was playing with Jerry, and he brought me over. We also played other folk music and stuff like that, but again, not in the round peak style, like turns Jerry on over there.
Oh yeah.
Just,
I could tell when you start off with Breaking Up Christmas. There you go.
So we've been getting together a lot, and it's been a great thing.
That sounds good. Isabella, how are you? Get up on the mic there, sweetie.
Well, Jerry's my dad, so I've known him pretty much my whole life.
You have? That's interesting. And what do you play in the band?
Well, sometimes I play the bass
Uh-huh.
for one song, and I mostly play the fiddle for.
Really?
Yeah, and I sing a lot of the songs.
Okay. Are you going to do one or two for us today? I hope so. Okay. Well, we're here. This is Picking a Pen. My name is Ray Edlund, and we're here with the Clemmentine String Band. I would like to remind everybody today is a fundraiser. We did pretty well the first hour. Second hour is we haven't been beating our gums together too much asking for donations, but we're going to start. We do have a challenge match, another $250 match. We need to make the next 15-20 minutes, so you need to call us up at 1-800-439-5732, 1-800-439-5732. Some of the premiums we're offering are the traveling show by Songs from the Road. Great bluegrass and old-time stuff. And the Bob Wills CD, The King, a tribute by Asleep at the Wheel. And also the Foghorn String Band. Some of our favorite guys from Portland area do have a CD called Devil in the Seat. That's for an $80 pledge. The Bob Wills CD is for an $80 pledge as well. The traveling show is for a $60 pledge, and we also have A Wanderer I'll Stay by Faris and Jason Romero, another $60 pledge on KPFA. You get all four of those for $240. But of course, you know, these CDs, these premiums are just inducements to get you over to the phone. If you don't want any of these, that's fine. Just pledge whatever you can, whatever you're able to do. Doesn't matter how large or how small. We appreciate every pledge that comes in. 1-800-439-5732, and we can continue bringing you the programming that you like just what we're having here today, a whole afternoon of live music here on Pig and a Pen, which is what I really enjoy more than anything. I enjoy this more than spinning records or CDs. And it looks like Isabella is moving up to the mic. Are you going to play for us this time? Yeah, you guess.
We're going to have Caitlin sing one.
Oh, Caitlin's going to sing one. All right.
Down a little bit, and then we'll take it back up.
Okay. All right. Clementine String.
You want to introduce the song? Tell them where you learned it.
Oh, yeah. So the song I'm going to sing is called Johnny. I learned it off of an album by a woman named Helena Triplett. And she's actually from New Zealand, but came to West Virginia and studied all the West Virginia music and made this amazing album called Green Are the Woods that is all West Virginia versions of ballads. And I grew up singing ballads from my mom, and so this was right up my alley. Johnny, oh Johnny, you are my darling. Like the red rose, it grows in the garden. I'd rather have Johnny without one thing than any other with 1,000 scarlets. My father, he offers house and land. If I will stay home and do his command, but his command I will disobey and follow you, Johnny, where you go or stay. My mother, she scorns both night and day, but she can scorn and scorn at leisure. For the sight of Johnny, I'll take my pleasure. So fare you well, mother, like well, father. Fare you well, sister, fear no danger. I've forsaken you all to go with a stranger.
Wow, Caitlin, thank you so much. I just love those mountain ballads, man. They're so good. And West Virginia is steeped in its own kind of. They have a great old time tradition in West Virginia, but it's a little bit different from the Galax or style, you know, and it's, but I love it just as well as any of it. And thank you, Caitlin. That's beautiful. That's very beautiful. I'll have to get the name of that album from you again. I've got to get a copy of that. Okay, back with the Clemmentine String Band, and it looks like Isabella's picked up her fiddle.
I'm easy, begging.
pretty fine. That's pretty fine. Thank you so much. Clemmentine String Band, they'll be back in a sec. Mary Tilson is down here and whispered in my ear, says that the bean counters upstairs are getting mighty nervous because we hadn't raised a whole lot of money this hour yet. So, Mary, what's happening? We need to raise money, right?
Yeah, I feel like a vulture. You know? There's all this great old-time music, and we have to take a little break and try to raise some money for KPFA. This is our fall pledge drive, and to celebrate Ray's coming back, we're fundraising. No, that's just a joke. The number to call to pledge your support to KPFA and Ray Edlin's excellent Pig in a Pen, which brings you music from the community like this, live music on the air, great old-time music and great bluegrass music, is 1-800-439-5732, or just go to kpfa.org. Ray's put together a whole bunch of thank you gifts. Probably don't want to go too much into them, but there's some great stuff. The Bob Wills tribute, the traveling show by Songs from the Road Band, Ferris and Jason Romero's most recent album for a $60 pledge, and of course, the Foghorn String Band for a pledge of $80. Be that as it may, what you're pledging for is all the great music that you hear on KPFA, your community radio station where the community prevails. 1-800-439-5732 or kpfa.org.
So ably put there, Mary. Thank you so much. I can't do that.
Yes, you can.
1-800-439-5732. We don't want to take too much longer in this, little pitch because we do want to get back to some live music. These folks here have donated their time and talent coming down here to the station to entertain you. And actually, they're entertaining me as well. And we hope that that's worth something to you, that you might get over to your phones and give us a call, 1-800-439-5732. You can pledge at any amount. No amount is too large or too small. And once again, if you don't even want a premium, just go ahead and pledge whatever you can. Go out and buy whatever you want. Go see some of these bands live and buy a beer. Support the organizations that support the music. And that in itself is worth quite a bit of money. So 1-800-439-5732. Any amount you can pledge is wonderful, would be gratefully and accepted and welcomed here on Pig in a Pen. As Mary said, I've been gone for about 3 months. Betty Beasley filled in ably for me, and the music is going to stay here whether I'm here or not. It's a tradition here on KPFA now. This show has been on the air for 41 years, and we hope to keep it on the air longer, but it requires you, the listener out there, to do your share. 1-800-439-5732. And Mary, any other things here? What do we got?
Yeah. Get to your phone, pledge. We did really well last hour, and we'd like to continue that with as few pledge breaks as possible, because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people here playing live in the studio. It's amazing to see. I wish we had a webcam, but not really, because I would hate to have a webcam for my programming here at KPFA. 1-800-439-5732. Just go to your phone, pledge whatever you can, get a premium if you want, but really support the continuance of bluegrass music and old-time music on KPFA. When you pledge, you'll be part of the... what I'm trying to say here is 90% of our budget comes directly from listeners, which explains why we have old-time music in the studios live and why we're able to bring you stuff that you can't necessarily hear on other radio stations. And given the fact that the community here is producing these programs, you probably don't even hear it online as a podcast or whatever. 1-800-439-5732. What KPFA does is unique. And why don't you welcome Ray Edlin back with your gift of support in any amount. 1-800-439-5732. And by the way, we've got a ton of phone volunteers here today, so let's put them to work and call in your pledge at 1-800-439-5732.
That's right, Marion. Thank you. That's why we have old-time music here on Pig in a Pen so often, because usually old-time music lovers are the ones with the deepest pockets. And
Really?
So, come on, folks, don't let us down here. 1-800-439-5732. Okay, without further ado, let's get back to some live music here by the Clemmentine String Band. Take it away, guys. And gals. Mighty fine. Once again, that phone number, 1-800-439-5732. Show these folks here that you really appreciate what they're doing for us down here at KPFA, what they're doing for you. 1-800-439-5732. No amount is too little or too large. 1-800-439-5732. This is the Clemmentine String Band, and we're down to about 15 minutes to go, or less. So let's see if we can squeeze in a few numbers real quick here. Y'all up for that?
We're up for that.
All right.
Play all day. Let us drink.
I wish I could.
A lot of time we play all night. Big White Tent and all the festivals. Come out and jam with us.
1-800-439-5732. How we doing, Mary?
I have no idea.
Okay.
We're getting some online, so go to kpfa.org and pledge your support. We'd like to get as much support for KPFA as possible because it's your support that makes the music that you hear on Sunday afternoon possible. Direct relationship, music, your money, music. 1-800-439-5732 or kpfa.org.
That's great. Okay, back to the Clemmentine String Band.
Shout
know what I'm saying?
Alright, I'll sing one more. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Then we got.
So this is a song my mother used to sing to me before I would go to sleep. So enjoy. Little Margaret sat in her high hall door, combing her long yellow hair. She saw sweet William and his new maid bride riding down the road so near. She tucked back her ivory comb, tucked back her long yellow hair, said, I'll go down and bid him farewell, and never more go near. It was lately in the night, when they were fast asleep, little Margaret appeared all dressed in white, standing at their bed's feet. How well do you like your snow white pillow? How well do you like your sheets? How well do you like that fair young maid lays in your arms asleep? Right well do I like my snow white pillow. Right well do I like my sheets. Far better do I like that fair young maiden standing at my bed's feet. He called for a servant man to come, and he saddled the dappled roan. Then he rode down to Margaret's house. He rode to her door alone. Is little Margaret in the house, or is she in the hall? Little Margaret lays in her stone-cold coffin, her face turned to the wall. Throw back that snow-white veil, be it ever so fine, and let me kiss those corpy lips, for I know they will never kiss mine. And once he kissed her snow-white hand, 2 times he kissed her cheeks, 3 times he kissed her corpy lips, then he fell in her arms asleep.
Once again, Caitlin, that's beautiful. I recall when I was living in Georgia, a balladeer named Hetty West would sing that a cappella, and I just loved it.
That's great.
Great song. Okay, guys, guess we got time for just one more, and pick wisely. Clemmentine String Band, and once again, it's a Too Tight Shoe here at KPFA. It has been such a treat having you all down here today, this afternoon. We have to clear out the studio now, make way for Rock and Rebellion, but Clemmentine String Band, any way folks can reach you if you ever decide you want to play a gig somewhere?
We have a web